We're here at Strictly SIDWAYZ, and I brought them something to play with. This is a totally unreleased chassis. They don't know who it's from, but I know you guys do. We're gonna throw everything we can at this ready-to-run budget RC drifter, and we're gonna try to get it to hang with the yokomos and the Rev-ds and even the Securas. Stick around to the end of the video to see how well we can get this thing to drift and hopefully tandem with some already made legends. Can this be a legend? I don't know. Can it be a legend? We'll see. We'll find out. Yo, welcome to kpopRC, the channel where I make sick videos of scale models. Pretty much anything that's got a remote. So, don't forget to sub up for giveaways and sick-ass RC content. Sometimes there's fire. Oh, shit. Check this out, my God. I mean, you've seen the thumbnail. You probably know exactly what's in this box, but I still don't know what's in this box because I haven't opened it. This is exactly as it's come from Redcat. Easy, easy, easy. What's in here? Well, what I've been told, this is the first ready-to-run RC drifter that can hang with the best. All right, first impressions, man, this thing's got this like Z feel, you know? Got a very Nissan kind of feel to it. Check it out. You got the World War II kind of Spitfire insignia with the teeth. I don't know, kind of grassroots motorsports vibe a little bit, which is super cool. All right, let's do it. Redcat definitely did its homework. Carbon decks, light buckets. Look at that diffuser. That's what it looks like on the box. Let's get this thing open and let's see what it looks like inside the box, man. Come on, let's go. Oh, it does come with all the stickers. Let's look at this later. It comes with a bunch of extra components. I believe it looks like it's got a foam bumper, a bunch of body posts. All right, let's pull this thing out. Oh, it's not orange. Dude, oh, no way. Okay, it does look sharp black. Yeah. We're gonna have to go in for close-ups with a B-roll montage. Come on. I hate talking to the camera, man. It's like the worst, because it's hard. It's so hard to do. I don't do it all the time. No, I don't. Check it out. We're here at Strictly SIDWAYZ. This is Brett here. This is the owner of Strictly SIDWAYZ. If you're here, you're probably going to see him. He runs this awesome facility here in Toronto, Canada. So if you're looking to drift in Toronto, Canada, visit Mississauga. All right, I could throw a rock at Toronto,
it's technically
yes.
Toronto, but yes, this is Mississauga.
What makes this track so awesome is that they change the setup quite a lot, so you can't get used to it. And because you can't get used to it, you become a better drifter. And that's pretty much why you guys kill all the Montreal guys, right?
100%.
Who are you?
Who am I? I'm Nezo.
Right?
Massive shout out goes to Nezo from NEZO'S Bad Shoppe. I've left a link to his YouTube below. Check him out for in-depth reviews and comparison videos specific to RC drifting. This guy is always here to help. There are days I see this man never pick up a controller as he never says no to helping out fellow track goers.
this is the legend of the Strictly Sideways track. This is the guy that makes everything run here.
The old mechanic.
He is pretty much the resident mechanic. I can't even imagine how many cars you've set up for this track, but it's got to be in the hundreds.
I feel like it's in the hundreds now, probably.
Yeah,
Getting
sweet.
there.
I'm super lucky to have him in my arsenal of experienced RC masters. NEZO'S gonna help me shake down the RDS. I brought something special for these guys to check out. Taped up all the logos, so hopefully they don't realize what it is. Check out the track. This thing's gonna rip. Here are NEZO'S first impressions.
Hello to you. Judging by the looks of it, this looks like this will be a very nice contender in the budget category, entry level. I like what I see already. It looks like they've done some homework, that's for sure.
For sure.
I like the magnet mount things. What I see here looks like a strong contender for the budget market.
You know,
Because that looks like aluminum body.
Yeah, I think they are. Yeah.
That's a nice little plus, aluminum body shock.
So I don't know. I wanted to defer to you guys because I feel like you guys are like the resident, drifters for this track. So obviously, we're gonna have to put proper tires on this thing
To
get
match
it-
the surface,
just to match
yeah.
the surface.
That's a given for any car though. So
100%.
So that's a normal thing.
And I think we just have to check the caster and camber.
It looks like it's got some good weight shifty going on.
For real.
Chassis got tons of flex. It comes with these carbon decks out of the box like this, ready to run. That's a big plus. That looks like a 24 or 25 tooth pinion, probably an 84 spur, probably no larger than 88. So that's in the range. These things are cool for out of box. I like the direct steering though. That's kind of neat.
The calipers actually stop the steering.
Just like with kind of like pushing it over. Oh yeah, we can get there. We can get it to get some more angle. Right now there's, a little bit of bump steer. As we move the shock, we get bound and rebound.
Yep.
We're getting change here. So as we're drifting, that's gonna, see that? Ooh, wee. We don't want that. But on budget kits, this is a thing sometimes where we see that. For the beginner though, that shouldn't be too much of an issue. Once you start driving the car harder and pushing it and just really sending it into corners,
Right.
you'll notice stuff like that a lot more.
So what would you do like right off the hop?
I mean, first I want to drive it first just to see how it is, but
All right,
if
just straight out of the box.
just straight out of the box and drive it. I love doing that.
Sweet. All right, so I'm gonna throw a battery in there, and then we're good. We're good to go, I think.
Yeah, so we'll have to set the trims and the endpoints and throttle, brakes, and reverse. So that's a full lock, and it is hitting the caliper, but we're gonna fix that after.
Yeah, so the caliper down here actually interferes with how far we
So
can
much
get.
so you can see, watch the front end raise.
Yeah. That's
So it's just because it's hitting and it's trying to, the rest of the system here, the steering system is trying to pull all this, so it pulls the suspension upwards.
so the first thing you need to do out of the box with this thing is to just like set your endpoints on the gyro.
There we
So
go.
that's what we're doing right now. We're not really doing anything to adjust the car. We're just gonna send it the way it came out of the box just to see how it behaves on the track.
Okay speed for basic, budget. Ready to shake it down, I think.
All right, let's grab that body.
Yeah, that should be good. If we have to, we'll trim the body a bit, but I think we'll be all right.
This is like box stock, straight out of the box.
For those of you who are new to RC drifting, I want you to notice how much steering input NEZO is making and listen to the power delivery he's adding when he ramps throttle as well as how he tries to shift the car's weight. Then you'll see exactly how the chassis is being twitchy.
Woo! This is without adjusting the gyro either. All straight out of the box. It's drivable. I just got to just be careful.
Check with the air compressor.
I think it has drag brake. Yeah, okay, there we go. As standard. Whoa, there's that high lock. Or we can't do it.
Oh, well, we got to cut that. Yeah, we got to
But
cut
that's
the
okay.
caliper.
Yep. Whoa, that was me. It's definitely drivable, but the radio system is dull is a fair word.
Dull? So it's a
Dull.
bit of delay.
So the smoothness you're seeing is because I'm timing it all out right now.
You're like managing the latency.
Kind of. But even with my delayed inputs
Yeah.
and minimal inputs, you hear I'm not throttling it heavy.
Yeah.
It's drifting. It's holding a low to medium-ish angle like that.
Sick.
Gutter! Oh,
all right? Like, it doesn't look
almost
bad.
ran a gutter.
Now, for this maiden, I want to temper people's expectations. The guys that are driving this chassis right now have more experience than you can even imagine. Their ability to conform to limitations are next to none. That's why it's so important to hear their feedback on this car.
Brett's trying it out. Let's see what happens. It's gonna break an arm.
Pretend you've never driven one before, Vicky.
How do you want me to pretend to never drive?
You just gotta drive it like it's all casual.
Big delay.
That's what I mean by it has a dull feeling, but that's okay. Because the car works.
Car works.
That carbon chassis and those aluminum shocks, that's a big performance thing right there. A big benefit for this car.
That one's tough to get when the steering locks. You hit that limit.
The high limit lock comes very soon, but we're gonna fix that.
And of course, I got everybody at the track to try it out. I don't know if it's a good idea.
What do you think?
It's very difficult. I hate to say it, but genuinely terrible.
For out of box though, the car does work.
Out of box.
It works okay.
Nah, I'm going, but mind you, I have a little bit more experience.
The radio?
Way too much of this.
Oh, the
It
radio
feels
is
like the
not very
gyro's
good.
way too damn high, and it's like trying to keep me out of drift.
Yeah.
It's not horrible.
Oh, it works pretty good. Like in terms of the car works. It drifts.
There's potential. Lots of potential.
Somebody that's not experienced, they would have a little bit of a harder time to try and drive this.
But at
Really
least
have to stay in the power for one.
At least it drifts.
and you
though.
have to do a lot of steering.
Yes, but at least it drifts.
A lot of counter steering.
But it's on the right track, that's for sure.
I just don't want people to buy it and then get really frustrated at it because it's not
Oh yeah,
easy.
they're gonna get really mad at it.
And then so I just want this video to be like, this is what you need to do to get this thing drifting well.
So let's throw some money at the RDS and see how much better we can get Redcat's foray into RC drifting to slide on such a drift-prepped track with some established competitors. The goal will be to bang doors by the end of this video.
If we change the radio, immediately we'll be able to feel the car a lot more right now, out of box. You can try something like a Sanwa MX-6, which is still in the budget, fantastic range.
We're gonna throw 169 Canadian dollars at it right off the hop. Brett's gonna be happy because we're gonna buy a radio.
Oh guys.
Yes, Antonio. Brett, so apparently we need your budget Sanwa. And this is a really good radio for anything.
For literally anything.
People might have their own radios, so
Yes.
maybe I shouldn't add this as the cost to make this thing run because
If you didn't have your radio, I'd add that in. But if someone has their own radio, perfect.
not only does this give us more, I guess, resolution, but it also will give us a third channel so we can actually adjust the gain without having to pop the, body off and use a little tiny screwdriver to adjust the gain.
I should explain. The gyro is a driving aid that maintains front wheel heading straight towards the direction the car is moving. It helps maintain drift and injects correction into steering input. The gain is an adjustment of how aggressive that correction will be.
This has the new radio in it, and we're gonna test it out now. And we're also breaking in the tires, so the tires might get a little bit better the more we drive on them.
We got the new radio on. Gyro is at 55 here on the auxiliary channel, channel 3 essentially. So now we know what the gyro setting is, and we can tweak it right from here at any time. My steering changed there. Might be a little bit of looseness in the steering system.
Is it an improvement? Are you feeling a difference with the new radio?
The radio's a big improvement, oh yeah. Because now I can really feel the car out, and I can feel the front end fighting me heavily. Particularly servo gyro, like they were saying over at Scale Science. You see the gyro and the servo? Oof.
They were saying it was glitching out. It was almost like it was predictable and then it wasn't.
Yes, that's exactly what's happening. Mid-corner, the gyro is look at it, way too much. See that? I'm not doing that. We'll try it at 50. All of those sharp inputs on counter steer is the gyro, that's not me. All of that, see all that change and change? Yeah. The old radio, this, dulls the effect so much, you can barely tell it's doing it. This, I can tell the gyro is doing that stuff right away. The car itself feels okay. As soon as I put it on counter steer, it's the servo. The servo is that slow.
All right, so next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna replace the stock servo with one of these guys. The NEZO'S Bad Shoppe branded. What is this thing again, dude?
The
Oh, there it is.
and
Predator.
The actual model number is the LP16BF. But I don't
Oh, no, we're good, Look. Boom. All right, well, we're replacing this with that.
All right, so we just added a new servo to this thing because the stock servo was a little bit too slow for the gyro that's installed. So that's the next round of changes, and we're gonna take it to the track.
we look at the wheel here. You remember from the earlier shots or we showed the steering and it was kind of like, it looked all right for speed. You watch this now. We have like instant flickability here. Really, really fast compared to the other one. That's crucial for drift. So now the gyro, whenever the gyro throws at the servo will be ready.
Huge. Next limiting factor is going to be the gyro. Some DKs now.
Oh, better.
Steering angle next.
Oh, okay, yeah. Definitely the servo. Yep.
The dramatic. Oh, what understeer.
I got guttered. Oh, there's that high lock. See how fast it spun out?
It doesn't have enough.
I might need some more gyro gain. Now that we actually know where we're at. Oh, there's the high lock again. We add some more gyro gain. Okay, that should help a little bit. Hello.
Oh, big entry.
But I had to wait forever.
Yeah. Like it's smooth, very smooth.
The drift feels smooth. Yeah. It'll actually hold a drift without wobbling around.
Yeah, like now it's super smooth. Like you can actually drift it, it's not bad. Well, you can't go crazy.
Can't go over high or medium angle.
That's because we gotta trim those freaking calipers.
Yeah, we have to start playing with the chassis, but change the radio, change the servo, that's not bad.
That's a really good upgrade right off the bat.
K-pop on the machine now.
I'm trying it out. Oh yeah, all right.
Changing servo, change radio, change servo. So now if you just drive it super casual,
yeah, if you don't overdo it.
Nice to drive. And you notice the switch back there, nice and easy?
Yeah, it's really nice.
Because before the servo and gyro being fought.
Oh, I went over a bit.
That's where we were saying, yeah, we'd have to start playing with the tuning of the chassis to get it to not be a little unstable when going straight.
Right.
But in drifts and angles, okay, there's the high angle coming at you. When you go from medium to high angle, that's where it hits that caliper,
and it
and
whips
then it
around.
just doesn't want to go any further,
Yeah.
and then it whips around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This could be a good competitive RTR car with the right tunability and the right. Oh, that's my fault. With the right tunability, can't do gutter runs yet. Can't do gutter runs.
Not yet.
But with the right tunability and the right hands, it's not bad.
Right, not bad.
The grip and the feel, for me personally, is like the Rev-ds because it grips up. The grip is there, right?
We have some grip.
It has grip. The chassis looks so nice.
Nice.
The design of it looks really good. You know, high motor, so you have.
I think a lot of us are seeing big potential.
You know, it's a good car. Like it could jam. Like this will be like the Pro or the Mercedes of the Sakura. if you want to call
Throwing
it
names
that.
everywhere.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah.
So now I present to you the Bad Shop version 1 setup for the Redcat RDS.
Rear camber to -3, verified it. One side was 3, one side was like 2.
Right.
So we've made both sides -3 in the rear. And then in the front end, we changed the camber to -6. It had a lot of toe out, so we reduced that, added some toe in basically. So that has changed our lock, given us more high lock. Then the other thing we did besides that, to get us the high lock, we chopped the brake caliper-y thingy so that now we can go a lot closer.
So what were we calling this one? Version 1?
Just call it the version 1 tune. I
All right,
call
so
them
it's the
version 1
version
Bad Shops.
All right, so this is version 1 Bad Shop tune right here.
There, see that, how I went to high angle? Oh, yeah. Not bad. It's still doing that other thing. It's the gyro. We're definitely changing the gyro. Oh yeah, I can do big entries now. Oh yes. I can run walls now a little bit.
Hey, notice in the drift, the car keeps clocking back and forth? That's that wobble NEZO'S feeling.
Oh, I gotta run. Yep, the gyro is still with the car. In the center of the gyro, it's pooey. When I go to the high lock and I'm like lift the throttle and it's supposed to switch, like switch. You see it not? Did you see it not switch back? It was the gyro holding on for dear life for no reason. I don't even have my iron out yet.
Sweet, man. Nezo, man, I think it's drifting way better.
Oh yeah. Car feels a lot better now with this very mild, very little tuning. Changing those steering settings, yeah, made a massive difference. Car's way more driftable and way more like controllable. The gyro though is still causing issue, even with the better servo and better radio and better steering setup with the cutoff caliper.
Yep.
The gyro, I can still feel the gyro being weird and half the time fighting me on switchback. Like in through here when I go switchback, oh,
it's like super slow to snap back.
it either goes sluggish out, come on, switch. And I have to fight it a touch, but otherwise if I'm like just still
casual,
easy and casual, it's still good, but at least I can actually like push it a bit more now. I can actually keep up to other cars a little bit if I work it like this.
Right, sweet.
But then when I really try to stay with them, I cannot because the gyro is restricting my ability to keep up.
Right.
That return to center is killing it. That's all it is. So we're gonna put that 302 in for sure.
So the next
step is gyro, I think, and then beyond that, tires. Although tires, you need to match to the surface of anything.
Yeah. So
For now, we're getting lucky, and this works okay. is struggling. Now it's the gyro that's struggling to keep up. Oh, what the heck happened there?
Excellent. Okay, so the last thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna put a gyro on there because the one that was provided does some weird kind of slow drift back for some reason. I mean, we could have probably stopped, right? Like, I mean,
Yeah, but I was also curious too, because of that return to center thing. I really don't like that. That really makes it undrivable, almost undrivable, almost. That's why we took the path of let me change this. The old radio, this dulls the effect so much.
Yeah.
Okay, I can feel the rest of the car. See that? I'm not doing that. Then we could tell the servo was struggling to keep up. Change that. Okay, we can still drive it.
Yeah.
I still notice a little instability / hindrance. And that's the return to center. Switch. You see it not? Did you see it not switch back? For science.
For science.
We got gyro at 60%. We're gonna find out if that's too much or not. Big difference.
Hey, it looks pretty good, man.
Yeah, that's big difference. It's yeah. We're good now. Oh.
That's a dramatic difference. Well, now you can actually go full on.
We can't tell you. It's a prototype. Yeah, it's a literal. Well, yes and no.
Yes,
It's an open secret, but it's a. Yes, it's unlicensed. I can actually kind of gutter run this. But look how smooth it is. There's the high lock stop. I hit the limit there.
Is that where the tire probably touched the
That or
spring?
I cranked it too hard, like I sent it too hard.
Right.
Okay, so, all right, let me, hold on. Pulling in. Woo. I'm going to turn the dual rate ski down a little bit. We're at 100% dual rate, but because we changed gyro, we'll go for 90 for now. I want it to go as far as possible, but I just don't want it to kind of overstep and kind of force mine. Oh yeah, much better. I can be way more smoother with it. It's way more predictable. I can huck it into a corner now, huck it through a switchback, take it right up to the steering. The person behind me is having no trouble following me and predicting where I'm going to be. Look, so much smoother through there. Switch back, chuck it in. Big entry to the wall. Oh yeah. Now is where I feel the tires, where the limit of the tire is. Because now I'm pushing the tire to the limit. Through the corner now, the car is so much more smoother and relaxed. Even before we did the gyro, it was relaxed, but it would still do subtle shimmy motions here and there because of the return to center was too slow.
Right.
And I have way more precision on my drift from throttle input. And the steering is waiting for me. I'm not waiting for it. That's the bigger difference now. And the little version 1 tune there, the geometry change, yeah. Now I can feel the tires, I can really feel the chassis. Let's try a gutter run. I missed the gutter, but I got the entry. I'm gonna try a gutter entry next time. This is going much better now. Way more smoother, way more predictable. I can huck it, get my angle on. Oh.
Now we can really play with it.
And now you can actually drive it and like get a lot out, get way more out of it. Okay, gutter run approach, gutter, backy. Whoa. We were nowhere near backy territory before.
Like the last thing we're gonna change are tires, so we're gonna go with a track specific tire. I think anytime you go to a track to drift, you're gonna have to figure out what specific tires these guys ride, and then you use those.
You can tell which ones are.
There you go.
So we'll also make it a little more nicer visually because we have tire livery now.
Oh, there you go. No, they're not. So this is the last mod we're gonna do. And then we're gonna calculate how much money I freaking just spent on this thing to get it to kind of hang with all the other drifters. Maybe not, you know, like to hang at the track. I think box stock would be fun in the garage. You know what I mean? But it might get a bit frustrating when you want to like get a bit more competitive with it. You know, when you want to actually start tandeming with people, you need like way more controllability. And I think we achieved that.
Take it, Rob.
Yeah, you want to try it? Yeah. Take it for a rip. Take her for a rip.
I think this is a perfect way to round out this video. Rob's laps at the helm after all our modifications. This RDS is a beast and is available as a kit, so you can even toss some boost ESC motor combos in there and truly unlock all its potential. For an entry-level garage drifter, it sure is great, but to tandem with the big boys, it needed a bit more to get it to slide as smooth as our expectations when driving against $1,000 plus drift car chassis. Redcat, welcome to the hobby. Just wait till you see how all these crazy, obsessive RC drift people start to modify and push your designs. If you guys want one, the link is below. The RTR and the builder's kit is there.
Yeah, and he's like, like a big thing. Yeah.
The dreaded calculator. For a grand total of $246 US. All the components used are linked below. Massive shout out to Redcat for sending us one of these to play with, and a big apology that it took this long to get out. Thanks for all the subscribers who made it this far. Let me know in the comments if you crushed all 30 minutes of this video. Cheers to beers, boys. K-pop out.